everyone, welcome to our channel Knowledge Hub. Friends, subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon for the latest updates. Now today we'll start with your cloud computing class, and the cloud computing class number आपका है 118. As you know, we had cover up 117 class till before, and here we have discussed unit 1, unit 2, unit 3, unit 4, unit 5 completely with a brief description. But now we are going to discuss here, as I said you before, in the last class, that unit 1 and unit 2 short answer that they can ask you in the form of 2 marks questions that I had discussed in class 170. as you had not go through with that, या अगर आप हमारे चैनल फर्स्ट टाइम देख रहे हो तो प्लीज़ हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और हमारे वीडियोस को जाके एक बार देख सकते हो. And this is the unit 3 that we'll discuss 2 marks question, and the unit 3 name is cloud architecture, services and storage. 2 marks question that they can ask you in the university question paper that we'll discussed here. Now the first question they can ask you, write the various deployment models. So the various deployment models that we have here, we have 4 deployment model. The first model is public cloud, the second is private cloud, the third one is hybrid cloud, and the fourth one is the community cloud. These were the 4 various deployment model. In the public cloud, that cloud is used by public. Private cloud, that is the personal for use, we can use that as a private cloud. And for the hybrid cloud, this is a combination of public and of course the private cloud. And the community cloud is a cloud that is used by a community. These were the 4 clouds that are various deployment models that we are here. Now we will understand in deep. They can say that define public cloud, define private cloud, define hybrid cloud, then define community cloud. With respect to that, public cloud is a computing services that offers resource pooling, service accounting, elasticity, multi-tenancy, and to manage the solutions, deployment, and securing the resource and application. In the case of the public cloud is a computing services that offers the resource pooling as well as it offers to the self service accounting. They are offering elasticity, a public cloud has offering, and yes, multi-tenancy to manage all the solution, the deployment, the securing the resource of an application. That all are provided by your only the one and only, that is your public cloud. Now moving on to the next one that we have here is your private cloud. With reference to the private cloud, you get to know private cloud is a cloud computing model where services are provisioned over private infrastructure for the dedicated use of a single organization. For single organization, for single infrastructure, the private infrastructure has been dedicated to a single organization. And private cloud is that computing model that always services are provisional over the private infrastructure that has been given by the private cloud computing. Now discuss hybrid cloud. What are the hybrid cloud? As I said you before also, what is the hybrid cloud, but here we will discuss in deep that what is hybrid cloud. Basically it is a combination of public cloud and the private cloud, but here we will discuss with reference to the cloud computing language. And the hybrid cloud is a combination of an interpreting public and private cloud. As I said you before, it is a combination of private and public cloud. So interpreting public and private cloud, this is the model where the consumer takes the non-critical application or information and the computer requirement to the public cloud while keeping all the critical information and application data in control. In this hybrid cloud, where public can also use this cloud services, where the consumers takes the non-critical application. They can use, the consumer are using non-critical applications or information from that computer requirements and in public cloud, while they can secure in the critical of information and the application has been controlled by the users only. So this is the sort of a hybrid cloud is working from. Now moving on with the next that we have here is Here you can see that a community cloud, this is the last fourth type of cloud. They can ask you define community cloud in a 2 marks question. So what is community cloud? Community cloud is a cloud computing model which is created and controlled by the group of organization. Cloud computing, community cloud is that computing model which is created and as well as controlled by a group of organization who have shared same internet, and they are all having same security policy. The persons who having a same security policy and say using the same internet network, then they can access those community cloud. Okay, and that what it tends for, that it is known as the community cloud here. Okay, as I repeat, community cloud is a cloud computing model which is created and controlled by the group of organization who have shared same internet, and they are all having a same security policy as well. Now with reference to the next that we have here, but as we had discussed about the private cloud, so here we'll discuss about the types of private cloud. So here there are the three types of private cloud. The first private cloud, it is a shared private cloud, the private cloud which could be shared, which will be shared. The second one is dedicated private cloud, that is dedicated to one organization, one person only, that is dedicated private cloud. And the dynamic private cloud, this is the third type of a private cloud. So you can have, they can ask you about defined private cloud and the defined types of private cloud, how many types of private cloud are there. So you can just define a simple language of private cloud that I had explained you here. And the first is your shared private cloud, second is dedicated private cloud, and the third is the dynamic private cloud. You can explain like that. Now moving on to the next one, that infrastructure as a services. Infrastructure as a services is also stands for IaaS, and that we are writing as like this. So infrastructure as a services, it stands for infrastructure as a services is a model that allocates virtualized computing resource to the user through the internet. Infrastructure as a services, this is the services model that allocates virtualized computing resource to the user through the internet, that are known as infrastructure as a services. Now moving on to the advantages of infrastructure as services. What are the advantages provided by the infrastructure as services? What are the advantages that are dealing with infrastructure as services? So here the first, there are 5 advantages of infrastructure as services, or you can say that there are the 5 advantages of IaaS. The first advantage is that it is cost saving. So cost saving is the worst advantages point for any of the user, for any of the organization, for any of the consumer. So cost saving, that is the reason why the infrastructure services are being used nowadays in very much flexibility way. The second advantages is flexibility, that is it is flexible to use, and that is also the second advantages of infrastructure. The third one is utility services. The utility services that they are providing is also as advantages of infrastructure as services here. The next one we have here, the dynamic scaling. The dynamic scaling is also an advantages of infrastructure as services that they are providing. And the fifth one is multiple tenants. Multiple tenants are available in infrastructure as services, and that is also included as advantages of infrastructure as services. So in all, or totally we can see that advantages of infrastructure as services that we have is cost saving, flexibility, utility services, dynamic scaling, and the multiple tenants. Now we're talking about the platform as services that we are going to write here as platform as services, that is PaaS. And platform as services, we stand for platform, A stands for as, and small a stands for A, and S stands for services. So platform as services, a platform as a services is a PaaS, is a category of a cloud computing services that provides a platform allowing customers to develop. They are these were the platform, they are allowing to the customers to develop, to run and manage application without complexity of building and maintaining the infrastructure as well. So platform as services, these were the services category that were the cloud computing services that provide a platform that allowing the customers to develop it, they are allowing to customers to run, they are allowing to customers to manage the application with their complexity of that building, maintaining the infrastructure as well. Now moving on with the next one that we have with reference to the advantages of platform as services, and many more things that we have to discuss in the respect to the cloud computing with reference to the unit 3 here. So here you can see that the advantages of platform as services, that is the advantages of PaaS. There are the four advantages of PaaS are there. The first advantage is the simple and convenient for user. This platform as services is the simple as well as in the convenient way, that is for the user as well, the simple and the convenient for the user. And the platform as services, that second advantage is that we have, it is cost effective. And third one, efficiently managing the life cycle, that this life cycle has been managed in an efficient way. This is the advantages of platform as services. And of course the efficiency is also the main advantages of platform as services. So here are all total, there are the four advantages of platform as services, that are simple and convenient for users, cost effective, efficiency, managing the life cycle, as well as the deficiency here. Now moving on with the next one, that you can say that the disadvantages of platform, because here when we have advantages of platform as services, and then of course with reference to that we have a disadvantages of platform as services, that is disadvantages of PaaS here. Developers may not be able to use a full range of conventional tool. So developers do not have their full range of conventional tools that should be maintenance that is used for the maintenance. So the developers may not have been able to fulfill range of the conventional tools. That is also the first disadvantages of platform as services. The second disadvantages of platform as services is migration from a platform as services vendors applications to another platform as services vendors will create some problem. So the migration from one platform as services vendors application to the platform as services vendors to the another one to create some problem. That is also the second disadvantages of platform as services that has been included. And of course these were the main disadvantages of platform as services that we are dealing with. Now moving on with the next one, that is characteristics of platform as services. What are the characteristics of platform as services, that is characteristics of PaaS? There are the four characteristics of platform as services. The first is your runtime framework. Runtime framework is the first characteristics of platform as services while you are using this platform as services. The second one, the characteristic that we have is abstraction. Abstraction is to hiding. Extraction is somewhat that we are hiding some of the text, some of the masses, some of the information, the critical information that we are using with the method of abstraction to hide those data to the third party, and of course they cannot leak with it. So this is the second characteristics of platform as services. The third one is automation. Automation is the third characteristics of platform as services. And the fourth one is cloud services. The cloud services also comes under the characteristics of platform as services. Now moving on with the next one that we have here is with reference to the software as a services. Software as a services that are deal with SaaS, that you can say that software as services stands for SaaS only. And the software as services, it stands for that software as services, that is software as services is an application that is hosted on the remote server. That software as services is the application that is hosted on the remote server and that accessed through the internet. Software services is a web-based email services offered by an organization. The software as a services, that is a web-based email services that are offered by an organization as well here. Now the talking about the disadvantages of software services, what are the advantages of software services that we have to deal with here? And here you can see this. The first, there are the three advantages of software services. The first advantages is improve productivity. In the software as services, it improves the productivity, and that comes under the disadvantages of software services. And second is your require low maintenance. It requires low maintenance. That is also the second advantages and very well important advantages. And the third is easy to buy. You can buy the software as a services as well. So the third, first is improve productivity, second is require maintenance, and the third is easy to use here. Now moving on with the next one that we have here is With reference to the cloud architecture design challenges, what are the cloud architecture design challenges that we are facing here, and the challenges that are faced by the cloud architecture design that we have to discuss? There are the five cloud architectural design challenges. The first architectural design challenges: service availability and data lock in problem. तो basically service availability होती है but data lock in problem होती है. That were the first challenges that are faced by the cloud architectural design here. The second, the cloud architectural design challenges that we are facing here is the data privacy and the security concerns. The data privacy, the data we are inserting on a cloud architecture, that is secure or not, and the security concern has been important for that. This is the second cloud architectural design challenges. For the third one, unpredictable performance and the bottleneck. So what these were the unpredictable performances that you cannot predict any performances that it would be. So unpredictable performance and the bottleneck, this is the third cloud architecture design challenges that we are facing here. And the fourth one is distributed storage and widespread software bugs. So distributed storage here and as well as the widespread software bugs are there, and that is the second, another fourth cloud architecture design challenges that we are facing here. The fifth cloud architecture design challenges is cloud scalability, interoperability, and of course standardization. That is three: cloud scalability, cloud interoperability, and cloud standardization. These were the three comes under the cloud architectural design challenges. And the first is your service availability. So if they had asked you define cloud, explain cloud, yeah, what are the cloud architectures define challenges? So here the service availability and the data local lock in problem. Second one, data privacy and the security concern. Third is unpredictable performance and the bottleneck. And the fourth one is distributed storage and the widespread software bugs, as well as the fifth one, the cloud scalability and interoperability and standardization. Now with reference to that, we will discuss about the storage. What is the storage? Of course, it is a very well known to you also. And storage is a mechanism through which data is saved within a data storage device by means of computing technology. So storage is that mechanism through which the data is saved within a data storage device by means of the computing technology that comes under known as storage here. Now talking about the types of storage devices, what are the types of storage devices? So there are two types of storage devices, and for it offers raw storage. First of all, for the block storage devices, if I'm talking about, there are the two types. The first is your block storage device, and the second one is file storage devices. But with reference to the block storage devices, we can say that it offers a raw storage to the client. This raw storage is a partitions to create volumes. This is a partition to create the volume that it offers the raw storage to the clients, and this is the raw storage in partition of to create volumes here. The second one is the file storage devices, and the file storage devices, it offers the storage to client in the form of files, maintaining its own file system. The file storage system, this is the storage to the client in the form of the files that are maintaining their own file system. So in all total, we define storage. You can define the storage and the types of storage devices. These were the block storage devices and the file storage devices. These were the two types of block storage devices. Storage devices. Now talking about the cloud storage, what are the cloud storage here? And the cloud storage, of course, you know, are well known. This is all about storage and storage devices, the types of storage devices. But this is the cloud storage devices. Now, the cloud storage means the storage of data online in cloud, wherein the combined data is stored accessible from the multiple distributed and correlated resources that are comprised of a cloud. Basically, if I'm talking about the cloud storage here, and this is that means that the storage of the data is online in the cloud only. You can access those data by an online as well. You have that should be mandatory that you have a network here, and of course that we're in the combined data that is stored in the accessible and from the multiple distributed and connectable resource that comprise a cloud that comes under the cloud storage here. Now moving on with the next one, that we have a types of cloud storage. So I think you understood what are the cloud storage, and the second one is types of cloud storage. So what are the cloud types of cloud storage? The first is unmanaged cloud storage, and the second one is managed cloud storage. So they are the two types of cloud storage. The first one is unmanaged cloud storage, where I will explain you about the unmanaged cloud storage also, and then after that it is unmanaged cloud storage. So you will deal with managed and unmanaged cloud storage. Now moving on with the next one, that we have unmanaged cloud storage. What are the unmanaged cloud storage, and what were the managed cloud storage? You can also define those and to get appropriate marks for your improvement, that of course. And here we are dealing with the types of cloud storage, where if they had asked you about the cloud storage, so you have to answer this one, not before that we had explained here. That is all about the storage, but this is about the cloud storage, and with reference to the types of cloud storage, that unmanaged cloud storage and managed cloud storage. Now moving on with the unmanaged cloud storage that we have here is, so with related to the unmanaged cloud storage, the unmanaged cloud storage means the storage is pre-figured, and that is pre-figured from the customer. So pre-configured from the customer. Unmanaged cloud storage means that the storage is pre-configured from the consumer. That is unmanaged cloud storage. The second one we have is managed cloud storage. So what are the managed cloud storage here? Managed cloud storage offers online storage space. It manages it provides and it offers online storage space on demand. This system appears to the user to be raw disk, and that user can partition and format. Basically, for the managed cloud service storage, that managed cloud storage offers online storage space on demand, and the system appears to the user to be raw disk, and the user can partition and format as well. Now moving on with the next one, that is storage as a services. What are the storage as services that we have to discuss, and that is also comes under SaaS only, but this is different from the software as services, that they are not similar. Okay, so the storage as services, talking about storage as a services, is a business model. This is a business model in which a large company rents space in their storage infrastructure to the smaller company or individual. So basically, in the storage as services, this is like one sort of a business model where the large company, the big company, okay, they had rent up their space, the storage infrastructure, to the smaller company. इस छोटे छोटे companies को वो देते हैं rent space में, and और individuals organizations जो hold करते हैं, that they are providing the storage to those from a large company there. Now moving on with the next one, that we have advantages of cloud storage here, and this is the advantages of cloud storage. This the first, there are the 5 advantages of cloud storage, where the first advantages is usability, that it provides a usability in the cloud storage. This is the first advantages that we are dealing with. The second one is the bandwidth. The bandwidth is also good. That's the reason that this is storage services is also as an advantages of cloud storage. And accessibility, you can access from anywhere this storage, that is also that it provides. So of course, the advantages of the third advantages of the cloud storage. And the fourth is disaster recovery. If some disaster has been taking place where you have your storage, so of course this will be recovered, the data will be recovered, of course, that for that you have an assurance with reference to the disaster recovery. So this is also the another fourth advantages of the cloud storage here. The fifth one is a price saving, and price saving, of course, this is not that costly, and it provides all the facility related to the storage as well. So this is also comes under the price saving, where the advantages of cloud service storage here is usability, bandwidth, accessibility, disaster recovery, as well as price saving. This is the end of your chapter unit 3 that we had discussed here. And in the today's class, in the unit 3, where the cloud architecture, services, and of course and storage, that we are dealing with a 2 marks question. That here in the starting we had discussed about the various deployment models, as I said you, public cloud, private cloud, and hybrid cloud, and of course community cloud. Uh, so then we had discussed about your public cloud, private cloud, hybrid cloud, and community cloud, and that we had discussed the types of private cloud. There are the three types of private cloud, that is shared private cloud, dedicated private cloud, and dynamic private cloud. Then we had discussed about the infrastructure as services. So there are that five advantages of infrastructure as services, that is your cost saving, flexibility, utility services, dynamic scaling, and multiple tenants. Then we had discussed about the platform as services, and of course then advantages of platform as services. So there are the four advantages of platform as services. The first one is simple, convenient for the users. Second is cost effective. Third is efficiently managing by the lifestyle, and the fourth is of course life cycle, and the fourth is your efficiency. And then we had discussed about the two disadvantages of platform as services. Then we discussed the characteristics of platform as services, that is the runtime framework, abstraction, automation, and the cloud services. These were the four characteristics of platform as services. Then we had discussed about the software services and the advantages. There are the three advantages of software services, that is improve productivity, require low maintenance, easy to buy. That is the three advantages. Then we had discussed about the cloud architecture design and challenges. So they are the five cloud security the cloud architecture design challenges. The first is the service availability and the data locking problem. Second is data privacy and the security concern. Third is unpredictable performance and bottlenecks. Fourth one is distributed storage and the widespread software bugs, and the fifth one is cloud scalability, interoperability, and as for standardization. Then we have a storage there. Then we had defined about the storage, what are the types of storage. So there are two types of storage. First is your block storage device. Second one is file storage device. Then we had discussed about the cloud storage, what are the cloud storage. And after that we had discussed about the types of cloud storage, that there are the two types of cloud storage, that is unmanaged cloud storage and the managed cloud storage. Then we had discussed about the unmanaged cloud storage, what are the unmanaged cloud storage and what are the managed cloud storage. And after that we'll discuss about the cloud storage as a services. And then we had discussed about the advantages of cloud storage, that the usability, bandwidth, accessibility, disaster recovery, and the price saving. These were the five advantages of the cloud storage here. So class, आज के लिए इतना ही. Thank you, hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up and give a suggestion in a comment box. Please like, share, and subscribe our channel so that many and maximum people can get the information at once. And even though you can also enjoy the video as well. And hopefully we will give you soon the next classes, that is of Unit 4 and Unit 5 of 2 marks question each, and you will be enjoying those questions and you will be getting all that information at once. Thank you.